Racing now with your host Chuck Stevenson, coming at you with another fight review. This time we're going to Tokyo, Japan for One Warrior Series number 8. First time that One Championship has moved the Warrior Series live show outside of Singapore. We have 2 fights, both of these at 115 pounds, what One Championship calls their atomweight class. First up was Yuko Suzuki taking on Edilah Johany. Suzuki coming in off a win. Her last fight, Johany coming in off a loss. So they come out and they're feeling each other out for a little bit. Johany is throwing out the jab, and then she lands and throws and lands a big right hand that excuse me, drives Suzuki all the way into the corner under her butt, and Johany goes after her. Now Johany makes a mistake here in that she gets a little bit too close, which allows Suzuki to roll forward off of her butt and grab a leg of Johany to go for a takedown. Now Johany smartly sprawls hard, but Suzuki was just relentless. I mean, she went for one leg, drove it forward until she could stand up, fought for the takedown on the feet, eventually got Johany down. She got into Johany's half guard, fought her way to the full mount. From there, Johany was actually able to successfully, Johany was successfully able to create space, but then in a scramble, allowed Suzuki to get to the mount. From there, Suzuki went for an armbar, and Johany was trying to escape, but Suzuki rolled it into a belly down armbar, and Johany, was trying to hold on, but she just couldn't hold on, and tapped out, giving Yuko Suzuki the win via first round submission due to an armbar. Okay, so next up in the same division was Satomi Takano taking on So Yul Kim. Takano coming in way more experienced fighter, almost 25 fights. I think this was her 25th fight. Kim, relatively new to MMA, only I think her 5th fight. These two, let me tell you guys something. This fight, you got to go watch it. I'm going to link to the event video, and it starts about a couple minutes before the 2-hour mark. You got to see this fight because these two really went at it. A lot of back and forth, trading big right hands. Action was almost non-stop in this one. First round, a lot of back and forth action. Just some really nice striking exchanges between the two. Takano seemed more of the aggressor for the most part, and Kim throughout the fight was very happy to exchange and counter with the right hand. In either the first or second round, Takano, I think it was the second round, Takano got Kim down and was working from top position but couldn't get past her guard. Kim did very nice work in trying to get herself separated a little bit. Takano stood up over her, and Kim threw 2 left up kicks. 1 missed and 1 landed clean. One of the nicest up kicks I've seen in a long time. And then in the third round, you just saw Kim really come alive. She even got a takedown on Takano, which I never would have expected. Only worked for a couple more seconds, but a lot of just really more of the same. Really beautiful, nice striking exchanges. I mean, these two were really throwing hard. At one point in the fight, there was a nice clinch work from Takano, who landed a really nice elbow on the separation. And then the end of the fight was when they just really started to go at it. And you saw Kim, like I said, in the third round, just really come alive, especially towards the end of the third round, just landed almost all of her strikes. Definitely landing the harder, cleaner strikes. Takano's face was all swollen. Kim's nose was bleeding and swelled up a little bit. Went to the judges' scorecards. They gave the unanimous decision to So Yul Kim. Didn't disagree with it. It was a very close fight, but I think especially towards the end of the fight was when Kim started to take over, and that really in One Championship's whole fight scoring, I believe, is what allowed Kim to get the win there. Very nice improvement from a young and relatively inexperienced fighter. Big improvements. Okay, so things to work on. Okay, for the first fight, Johany versus Suzuki. Johany, man, she cracked Suzuki nicely, and I don't want to disapprove of her killer instincts, but she ran in, I think, too fast and got too close to Suzuki, which allowed Suzuki to get that takedown, and that takedown attempt allowed her to recover. So, when you're going for that finish like that, you got to be careful sometimes, because some fighters might be hurt, but they're not out, and they'll do stuff that'll allow them to recover. Yuko Suzuki, just work on strike and defense a little bit. I mean, she left herself open for that left, or excuse me, it was a big right hand. In the second fight, I thought both fighters did very well. Kim's takedown defense has come a long way. Takano only got her down once, I think, out of 4 or 5 tries. Both have improved their striking a lot, especially Takano. Takano's more of a ground fighter, not used to seeing her strike so much and be so aggressive, but I thought both of them have come a long way, especially, Takano is a long-time veteran in sport. You don't see a lot of improvement, but I thought her striking did look a lot better. But for me, though, I think the biggest improvement came from So Yul Kim, who's only 5 fights deep and came from an all kickboxing background. I thought the biggest danger would have been once Takano got Kim down, but Kim, she remained calm and everything. So if I were her, I would just say to keep working on, everything that she's already working on, because it seems like she's already on a good path. So not really anything for them to improve there. I'd have to really break that fight down again to really look for anything to work on. It was just such a fun fight. I was enjoying it so much both times I watched it. As for matches to make, that's up to Rich Franklin and the people at One Warrior Series. That is Rich Franklin's project. But that's what I got for these fights. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. I will include the link to the event so you can watch them. In the meantime, likes are always appreciated. And hey, what are you waiting for? Subscribe to WMMAC Now, the best, fastest growing women's mixed martial arts dedicated platform on YouTube. We'll see you next time.